Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to discuss with you Social Security benefits and SSI, which is Supplemental Security Income. For the past 3 months, I've been going back and forth to the office because I'm helping my great aunt who suffers from dementia. So that way she can get some sort of income coming into the home because she does not have anything. The only thing she qualified for at first was just food stamps and also Medicaid, which is health insurance. Now, for this specific these specific instructions is for people that are not American born or citizens. So if you do not have your citizenship, make sure you do that first. That's the first step, right? You can have a Social Security card, you could be paying taxes, but if you are not a U.S. citizen, you will not qualify for SSI. So that's your first step. Now, for those that are, born here in the U.S., then now, I'll give you guys more information, but I just wanted to make that clear because that was actually something that was stopping my aunt from getting benefits. She had a Social Security card. She was a green card holder. However, she did not qualify for SSI for that specific reason. The next step for those that finally get their citizenship papers, you need to go to the Social Security office. And I know here in New York, Queens, New York, you can actually walk into the office and get that changed because you need to change the status of your Social Security card. So what you want to do is they open at 7 a.m. I believe they're 7 to 4:30 or 7 to 4. And you just want to walk up there, bring your naturalization paperwork, your ID, possibly your Social Security card, just to be safe. And you want to tell them that, hey, I'm a U.S. citizen now, and I want to update my Social Security card. Once you've done that, now we're going to the SSI portion of it, right? So when you want to apply for SSI, there's different things that you'll need to put into consideration in order for you to get approved. One of the things is income, right? You can, as a individual, like a single person, the most you can have is $2,000 of income. It could be from in your bank account. Let me see, because I do have the booklet here with me, and I want to make sure. They consider resources that they do count towards your total income to be cash, checkings and savings accounts, Christmas accounts, certificates of deposit, CDs, stocks, saving bonds, all of that stuff. So like a job, even Social Security, retirement benefits, okay? You have to basically make sure that all of the income that you're getting or you have, that is below $2,000 for a single person. Now, if you're a couple, you're married, your resources can only add up to $3,000. So if your income is above those two numbers that I gave, 2,000 for single or 3,000 for a couple, then you do not qualify for SSI. All right. Just wanted to make sure I put that out there because this is what I'm reading from their updated booklet. Now, a few things that you want to bring with you. And, everybody's situation is different. So I do want to say that as well. Everyone's situation is different. People's disability can come into play. So child support can come into play. I'm not sure. I do not work for the office. I'm just here trying to give you my my experience of what happened and how it went for my aunt who is disabled and is elderly. Okay. So, the first thing you want to do, my immigrants, you want to bring your citizenship paperwork, right? Your naturalization certificate. You want to bring your Social Security card. You want to bring in a form of ID, whether it's a state ID, it could be a driver's license. I believe they take passports as well. I'm assuming the U.S. passport, it could be a foreign passport. I'm not sure about those two, but I would say if you have your ID, your state ID, that definitely will do the trick. Okay, you want to bring proof of address. Sometimes you can bring like a bill that you may have that has that current address on there. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. Oh yeah, if you're married, you want to bring your marriage license. If you're divorced, I believe you can bring your divorce papers or some sort of proof of that. A bank account statement if you have any kind of statement with income, basically, because what they're trying to do is I guess come to the conclusion of if you qualify for the extra resources that they can provide. Now, what I did, which was wrong, I'm not wrong. Let me not say that. Okay, let's not say that. I wasn't wrong, but I think it prolonged the process. I actually applied online. When you do it online, everything is now electronic, but then they still want you to go to the office physically to drop off these documentations that they need to make this decision. So really, to avoid the wait, I would go straight to the office, make your appointment with them, and go from there. But that's the paperwork that you need to bring now to make the appointment, which is super important. That's like the first thing you should do when doing this. You want to call Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4. You want to call 1-800-772-1213. And I'll definitely drop that information in the comments, but you definitely want to get that done. Okay. I definitely think that I really think that going there without this appointment is going to make you upset like it did me, because like I said, I've been doing this for 3 months now, and the last 2 months I was able to just walk into the office and see someone, right? All you need is that ticket. However, now that they've changed it, December of 2024, you need that appointment. It's still first come first serve, which is crazy to me, because if I have an appointment, why do I need to come early? Because guess what? Today, we had a 9 o'clock appointment, and we got there early because I already know how they do, with my experience. And guess what? About 15 people on the line had 9 o'clock appointments. So I believe what they're doing is just kind of like lumping up the morning people, the morning appointments, afternoon appointments, midday appointments. I guess that's what they're doing. But although even if you do have your appointment, I would suggest to come early if you don't want to be there all day. Okay, if you have a 9 o'clock appointment, I think 8 o'clock is a good time to come or get there for 8 o'clock. You won't be too far back in line. If your appointment, let's say, is 11, I would say come at 10, like at least an hour before your allowed appointment, because that way you could get through the scanning, because you do get scanned through the metal detectors. You do have to go upstairs. You do have to check in the kiosk, which they will give you a ticket. That ticket, then you go sit down, and there's a prompter at the top. Please be careful and pay attention, because you can be skipped if you don't pay attention to that number up there. So the prompt will tell you, number 883, go to window 14, right? And once you get there, that's when you bring all of this documentation that I mentioned earlier, so that way you can see anyone. So one of the things that also too that I would recommend is making sure that you ask the questions that you need, right? Making sure that you have a bank account. The reason being is that my aunt, originally, she didn't have a bank account. She didn't have any money to put in the bank. So we had to go to the bank after going to our appointment. We had to go to the bank so that way she can get direct deposit. It's easier that way to me, when you're able to get like a debit card and you could just do your transactions on electronically, and you can go to the ATM. You don't have to always have the check, because checks take like at least, I would say, a few days to reach to you or be processed. and then they have to mail it to you. That could take a few days. So I just think that it's, to be on the safe side, have a bank account. If you don't know, a lot of the bank checking account, you don't really need a savings account, because clearly you need the money to use it to pay for your, your room and board, your meals, your living arrangements, clothes, shoes, whatever it is, medication. That's why you're here, right? That's why you're going to the Social Security office to get help. So you want to open up a checkings account, because remember, guys, you cannot have more than $2,000 in your account. So with that being said, if you're trying to go to the Social Security office and say, oh yeah, I'm going to take the whatever money give me and stack it up in the savings accounts, once your account hits 2,000, you now are not eligible for the benefits. And I think that's fair, only because this is for people that needs it. And if you need it, you're going to use the money. The one thing that I kept seeing, which kind of bothered me, is the fact that it was just so much elderly on the line that didn't really have guidance, didn't know how to use a computer to make the appointment. It was just sad. I realized that as we get older, if we don't have our finances in order, or plans of how to get by, it's going to be hard if you don't get the help. I'm super grateful that my aunt has me to help her with, because or else she'll be in the streets. So or suffering somewhere. I do think that it's important that we do help our elderly. So I hope that there's a program, and I'm gonna look that up too, to see if there's like resources for the elderly, that especially people that do not speak English, right? That's something that my aunt struggled with, right? She speaks Haitian Creole or French. So to me, it's like, if like no one's there to that's able to speak to her, how can she ask those questions that she needs, right? So I think it's important to kind of, as people my age, if you're on this and you're just trying to get some information to help your family, your parents, your great grandmother, or something, an elderly in your family, I think this is the time to actually start thinking about different things that you can do to kind of prevent having to be in the situation. I've been thinking about different sources of income, like making sure that I have investments, just savings, stuff to kind of help my old age, because it's not easy out here. It's going to get harder and harder. The age of retirement is going higher and higher. I remember when I believe the age of retirement was 62. They bumped it to 65. Now it's 67. And I believe they may bump it to 70 at a point. And I mean, after 65, who wants to keep working until they're 70 just to get their benefits, right? Their retirement benefits. And some people, even the retirement benefit may not be, it may not be enough. That's what I'm trying to say. It may not be enough. And also, before I let you guys go, if you do receive retirement, so Social Security retirement funds, you can still qualify for SSI as long as it's under the limit of whatever it is that they allow. So remember, I said $2,000 as a whole. So let's say your Social Security retirement is like $250 or $300. They will still kind of, I guess, give you the difference of whatever payment that is that they're allowing. I believe, let me see, I saw it on a paper somewhere that they did mention something. Oh man, I'm sorry guys, I don't have that with me. I don't know where I put it. I have too much things on my desk. But what I will say is they do allow Social Security retirement and SSI for those that qualify, right? But if you make too much on your Social Security retirement, they would not approve your application. So I hope this was very helpful, and I will definitely drop the number again for the appointment, because that was like the main reason why I made this video, to make sure everybody knows as of December 2024, you need to make an appointment to be seen. So I will drop that number down at the comment box. I will also drop like the forms, or not forms, but the documents that you're gonna need to bring to your appointment, so that way you can avoid going back and forth like I did whenever you're ready to get started with your application. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys like my video, comment, and I definitely will reply to you. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be glad to help. All right, bye.